love. There was a day about a week and a half ago. It was the first 75-degree day. It was 73. It was in the 70s, and the yeshiva exploded alive. You saw guys running around you hadn't seen much before. It was so Nissandik. It was so matched the season, and all the life we saw, and it's continued. And this money after Pesach, there's a tremendous amount of chaos. You see people running around, and Rizone's track team starts. There's just a lot of energy. But during the winter, those conversations in the dorms, difficult conversations, and maybe a guy waking up 4 and dragging himself here and speaking to Rizone 2 in the morning. There's a certain bacher who's been reaching me on the phone, and I hate it. Come to see me in the base, but he's not usually around too early. We have this phone relationship, and he's in this yeshiva, but we're phone relationship. But all those conversations, maybe over the phone, maybe with Rizone, a dorm counselor, all that contributes to the explosion that you see when the sun comes up. The spring and the flowers, things were happening during the winter, but concealed. And then it comes out, begully, it explodes. Our Nisan, our birth, Pesach, but there were things already happening in Mitzrayim, but concealed, things happening to our people, things formulating and being formed. Of course, it comes out benigla. We want to see it revealed, but it's already happening before. Since Purim, Shlomo's been singing. I've been asking Shlomo to play this song, "Awake My Love." The Jewish people waking up, Kaviyachal Hashem, B'laylu Nadda Shnas HaMelech. When we wake up, the king wakes up, and we happy was up the whole time sometimes. But this song, if you could do "Awake My Love," this at the tail end of this man, if we could sing this one. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love. For your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Wake up, my love. For your light is bright. Your light is bright. Dee-da-da. Thank you, Yankiv. I want to part with one quick Dvar Torah. I want to thank Shui. Shui is headed back to Eretz Yisrael and won't be here at least to start this man. He's taking care of things in Eretz Yisrael. But it was a tremendous schos that Shui Popko was in yeshiva. He's somebody who was a big part. The morning minyan that I spoke about this morning, that's the most delightful minyan I ever done in my life. It's just charming. It's wonderful. It's a place of love and friendship. It's comfortable, it's relaxed, it's nice, it's sweet. It's Yidden praying. It feels like Jews praying. It feels like a place of warmth and love. And Shui is one of the big members of this minyan. And just in yeshiva in general, he's not been loud, he's just been present, part of things that consistently, just runs his consistent day and just has grown tremendously here. Talk about the word comfortable and fit in beautifully. So I thank you. I thank for what you gave and for what you got. And the brachas continued. Atzlacha Shui has thoughts of army, thoughts of other, just steiging, continued growth in your life. So I think you're always, always welcome and wanted here and appreciated our friendship with Yeshui. So that's... The pasuk in Vayakel in last week's parsha, it's not together this year, Vayakel Pekudei, and this week is Pekudei. But there's a word in Vayakel that I like sharing with the Chevra, and I thought appropriate before we separate for the Chag of Pesach. I thought this was an appropriate thing to leave on. To me, a big part of the Seder, the mitzvahs, the many mitzvahs we have, is that Hashem wants our mitzvahs. He wants a connection with us. Hashem wants us. And I've discussed that we have nirtz at the Seder, that our avodah is l'ratzon. And we know before we start, we're going to have a nirtza. He wants our avodah, and our avodah is l'ratzon in front of him. So I want to, when in Vayakel it's discussing that there was a call that Yidden should make donations to the Mishkan. And it says, Vayavo Kalish, every single man came, Asher Nisai Libay, everybody who had a gaiva, had a Nesiyas Halev, had an elevated heart, everybody came or brought who had a gaiva, and anybody who had an Ediva Saruach, an overflowing, generous heart, Oisa Yeviyu Es Trumas Hashem. Very cryptic, difficult pasuk to read, but the way the Ramban explains it to us, generous people brought stuff. People who had nediva saruach, a generous spirit which defines our people. Tremendous nediva saruach, a want to give, a want to share, a want to connect, a want to be part. All the nediva saruach, that spirit of nedivus, of giving and sharing, they brought donations to the Mishkan in their want to connect to Hashem, in the want to connect to Hashem's people. They gave donations to the Mishkan. But it speaks about Balei Gaiva didn't give anything. They gave themselves. Vayavo Kalish Shanisai Libai, says the Ramban, the Balei Gaiva, the people, and we're talking about a good type of Gaiva, we're talking about Nesiyas Alev, a sense of my importance. I count. 2 people gave to the Mishkan. Generous people gave things. And a healthy nesiyas halev, I feel about using the word gaiva because we have a negative connotation, but a healthy self-respect, a healthy sense of my value, the nesiyas halev people gave themselves. And the Ramban says they presented themselves that we want to do work in the Mishkan. There were intricate kelim to be built. Nobody knew how to do it. And the Balei Gaiva said, hello, I'm here, I want to do work. Now, certainly there's a shmuz in the Ramban. That's not what I want to speak about to close this man. What I want to talk about to close this man is the Balei Gaiva knew you need me. It's not just my stuff. We have stuff and we have riches, but I have what to offer. Me, myself, has what to offer. I could give things, and certainly there are things to give, but I have something to offer, the person himself. It's interesting, the yeshiva is a place for sure talents are expressed. We just heard Yankov's talent and Shloimo's talent, and talents are appreciated. Aaron drumming, talents are appreciated and talents are celebrated, but that's things and stuff that we give. People are celebrated. People have what to offer, a person's perspective, it's interesting in hearing all 3 just now share with us their talent, but I promise more than Yaakov's song and even the new edition, we appreciate the person, Aaron the person, Shlomo the person, and each person has what to give and is necessary. There are no extras in our people. I would say since Simchas Torah a year ago, it's the sugya of our people is thinking about individuals, 26 or 28 that are still alive in Gaza, and our people are stubbornly praying, stubbornly holding out hope, stubbornly thinking and davening for the release of 26 more. Aiden Alexander's name is a name that's very sugar on people's mouths now. There are others as well. They're 26 to 28 is the number they think right now. But the sugya that a yid, that we have no extras in our people. And that sugya, bringing that to everywhere we go, bringing that to ourselves. A yid means something, and a yid has a mashmais and a purpose and a place, a station and importance. And the Nesiyas Halev that brought themselves, they said, I count. You don't just need my stuff. It's not, Reb Miller, I once heard Reb Miller say about a father-in-law, open your wallet and shut your mouth. He said about a father-in-law. I say about a yid, open your wallet for sure, give things, use your talents for sure, but open your mouth. You count. We count and we matter. We have a daya, we have a say, we have an importance. In all the circumstances of our life, we matter. Our avodah matters, our perspective matters, our journey matters, our own Mitzrayim matters, our own Yitzias Mitzrayim matters a lot. And the Nesiyas Halev, the Balei Gaiva, the healthy, not a good word, Gaiva, Nesiyas Halev is a better word, people whose heart was lifted, they understood. The job of Am Yisrael is to lift up everybody's heart. We count each yid. I hope in yeshiva we do a good job of counting a yid that says you count and you matter. A person is significant and important. And I say to us all going home, we all leave the togetherness here, and each one goes to their own station and their own place. We matter where we are. And sitting at our Seder with the great parts of our Seder, sitting our Seder with the difficulties of our Seder, our journey matters, our Avodah matters, our Halal matters, our Kaddish matters, our Matzah matters. And my bracha to us all is this, we should be zeicha to this Nesiyas Halev, to this elevation of the heart, this sense that my Avodah, my specific and personal own journey counts tremendously. I'm needed. When they're collecting things for the Mishkan, we show up and say, here I am. You don't just need my stuff, you need me. I have what to give here. So my bracha to us all is to have this Nesiyas Halev. It's the heart and soul of the year is Pesach, is the Aschala. I should say the heart and soul. It's the Aschala of the year that contains all the good things that Val Tov Achros Dav Mereshisa. So at the beginning we should have my Kazayas matters, my Aseba matters, my Marar, my Aveda. We should all be zeicher to have this Nesiyas Halev, to recognize the importance of our own journey and our own station, and from that place to be Mekadesh Shem Shemayim from our stations. I really thank each person here. I see Rabbi Shapiro's here for the Holzman. I thank Rabbi Shapiro for all he is and means to the yeshiva. Tremendous appreciated. A person who shares daily, shares things and chachma, but most important, shares himself. I thank Rai Silverman, who's such an integral part of the yeshiva. What we saw Purim, he carried the chevra, that was an expression of what goes on in yeshiva. I appreciate Rav Ezi Shlita, who daily is here. It never gets, Rav Ezi's comments when Rai Silverman was speaking, Rav Ezi was all fired up. He's giving musar to the Olam, he's saying something. Never just be like a dead participant. Be alive, like hear what's being said, disagree, agree, have an opinion. He's trying to say something. And he's saying if it might be wildly good what was said, it might be really dumb what was said. Have an opinion on what was said. Like that's Rav Ezi's kanos, and he's expressing. That was a sheer for itself what Rav Ezi was saying and doing. As usual with Rav Ezi, he's saying something and it's appreciated the things he said. I want to appreciate Ephraim. You're a class act, Ephraim, and being here, a tremendously intelligent person. Your journey has uplifted the yeshiva. We appreciate it. Ephraim adds tremendous class. He's a fellow Met fan, so I do appreciate that. On opening day, I couldn't help but mention that, my small mind. But I appreciate Ephraim a lot. I appreciate him not just because he's a fellow Met fan. He's a class act who adds a lot in yeshiva. I'm happy the chevra that came to join the end of this month. It means a lot that Hoodie's here, Manny's here, Adobe's here, Doobie's here. I love that they walk us to the finish line of this man. We have old friends who walk us to the finish line. I can go every single name here. It's appreciated. Everybody's here. We end with Shevach Vayda to Hashem. This man in yeshiva is wonderful. This man in yeshiva is wonderful. We were zeicha. It ended a little early. There were cheshbainas. I want to say this, that it's hard. Like we speak about parting from his man. It wasn't done like flippantly, ending his man early. Somebody made a comment to me. I went to a chasnat. Somebody like was said very harshly about this man ending early, and I just thought to myself, in an honest way, I'm telling you this. I don't have to say this. It hurt me more than the person who said the harsh thing. Not it hurt me what they said, that did too. But it hurt. I was more upset this man ending early than the person who said the line. That's just my opinion. I think in MS, there's a world of MS. He could just say a hard line. It's frustrating that it ended early. They're cheshbainas. But Lemaisa, I want to say, and I want to speak out the appreciation for every day of this man, for his man itself. All the Shabbosais together, all the days we have together are valued. I was happy. Manny came here for the last hour of this man. I like that. I think people ask, should I join yeshiva just for 12th grade? I think a guy should come for the last hour of the year. If a guy would say, I'll come for an hour at the end, is it kedai? Of course, kedai. An hour. Right now, we're a few minutes till the bus. And by the way, the hugs right before the bus are kedai. Some guy will come out from deep in the bowels of the Carlton that might not have seen sunlight in like 6 months practically. And I'll come out, and Rabbi Shapiro will give the guy a hug. We'll give him a big hug before he gets in the bus. Maybe his whole life was validated from that hug. I don't know. We don't know anything. We know diddly squat. Maybe that moment, that goodbye he gave Ray Silverman, maybe all the existence of the world is kedai. Things are precious, and a guy, two Yidden like each other, there's a certain warmth before the bus. Maybe it was kedai all he came, all his journey here, all the months he sat in bed for a warm goodbye, and he actually will feel missed. Will actually feel like he appreciates the place. There are guys, as they're walking out the door at the end of the year, the last night, give a krechs. I wish I did more here. Oh, I like, what is he saying? I like Hashem, I like Mara. He's saying Tiv Zach, okay, so the whole yeshiva is kedai. So let us all go for a wonderful, beautiful Chag. Thank you all for being here at the last minute.
the Chinese drivers, if anyone's going on the bus, they will be leaving in 3 minutes. They don't wait. They don't care.
Let's go.
No,